Good morning from the Yarn Closet in Tucson, Arizona. This is Laura. I am Yarn Closet AZ on Instagram, the Yarn Closet blog over on Patreon, where you can find free pattern downloads. And my mom is Mawgee, M-A-W-G-E-E, Kitty on Ravelry, and she is posting some of my patterns over there for $1. And let me tell you, that's not enough just based on the difficulty it is for us to get stuff posted over there and trying to communicate with some of the helper staff. They just do things, even if it's not the thing you ask them to do. And then they don't do the thing you ask them to do, but don't explain why. And it took 2 days of reading, like, the backlog of how and when and what and why. So the uploads are going to be slow in coming. And it looks like some of them they just might not allow based on the fact that some of them are back in the day when I was looming Laura. I don't know. There are other designers who have more than one design name for different styles of design, so I don't get it. But we'll see what we can do. It's not easy to communicate over there, which is also one of the reasons why I went off after being harassed and getting no decent contact with the staff there to stop it. So we'll see how that progresses in the new year, but it is coming. Hopefully I can get on some kind of schedule to do some tutorials over on the Patreon place, and perhaps I will also upload them to the YouTube. But it's New Year's, so we have the quarterly gifts. And fourth quarter we are drawing from not a combined group of participants and supporters, but two groups. One is supporters, financial supporters of the podcast who want to keep seeing this, want to keep seeing the things we provide as growing. It really does make a difference and motivate us to go through the extra time and trouble of figuring out how to do things in a way that can accommodate us, which a lot of things say they have accessibility, but they don't actually. What else? Then the other group is the commenters and participators over on the YouTube only. So I kind of separated the two groups. And dun 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 dun, drum roll please. Irene. Irene's last name? Irene, you know who you are. Over on Patreon, she also sent me a lovely Christmas gift, a crocheted ornament for the tree. And in the participators group, Penny Appleyard. So please, Penny, email me over at TheYarnCloset@yahoo.com with your real person name and address. And if that is your real person name, that is a cool name. So let me first go over Irene's gift, just so you can see what you guys are getting. Our lovely card, we are running out of these. We will not be renewing them because we have some other cards. This is to attach to, it's a travel tag. It's to attach to project bags, because you can slip this card right out of here. Of course I can't right now because it's cold here and everything is reacting. Cold and dry is a whole different thing. Like dry, not just a little bit dry, because in the Midwest when it was cold it was still moist but drier than normal. Anyway, the card comes out. You can write on there like your hook size, your needle size, all kinds of stuff. a full skein of Cloudborne Highland Superwash Sock Twist. It's hand painted Berry Blast. I believe this is, it's an 80-20 polyamide. We tried to go with some fun, bright colors. So this is a full skein, and it was split. This side is hung, so it's folded over and hemmed, and this side is waste yarn. If you want to make an actual pair of socks, you can put your toe in on this side, pick where your heel goes. If you want to look up one of my patterns and do fingerless gloves, that's also pretty easy, and then they're longer. Or you can make a short pair of fingerless gloves and a short pair of socks. See, this is a 64 stitch cylinder and works pretty decently on a woman's hand. So there are a couple different options to go ahead with this tube. And like I said, people have been asking me about an Etsy shop and stuff. I don't know. If you want tubes cranked and you want me, of all people in the world, to do it for you, that's great. Send me an email. It's $15. And if you ship your yarn to me, that's an added expense. I'm limited with the yarns I have. Some people will purchase from someone online and have it shipped directly to me, so their shipping cost isn't to them and then to me. That's happened one other time. Will you knock it off? Anyway, you get these lovely needle holders. You can also put them on crochet hooks in a ton of sizes, 15 different sizes, and a set of short DPNs, wooden ones, in 2mm. That works very well at fitting into these or on hats, because I don't like the 8-inch ones. These I think are 5. What else? Dun, dun, dun. Unscented body balm from Growly Bear Soap Products here in Arizona. A set of braille stitch markers and the little clips in a heart container. So that is going to Irene. They should go out in the mail by Saturday. We usually ship priority. And Penny will get the lovely card. It's great to put in a project bag. You can write notes on the other side. Okay, I'm gonna try to do this. Do it again, Magnus, do it again. What were you doing? Roll around, show them how you roll around. What? No, lay down. I'll tell you, today started out fabulously at 5 o'clock in the morning when I was dreaming of being sick. I think it's because I heard my daughter coughing. And I was on the couch because, of course, dog drama, New Year's. As I get up, I step in dog pee. I think, oh no, Chip peed on the floor, because he's our little guy, and he was so upset last night. They're so awful in our neighborhood. A couple of these houses with people who are young and don't care. He actually threw up one point, then he got upset and we had to come out here and sleep together out on the couch. So I assumed it was his pee. Go, let him out, whatever. Come back. Sadie is a pee walker, my standard poodle who's a retired guide dog. She doesn't get upset about stuff unless it's bad, and it was bad last night. I don't even know where the cat was. She pee walked from the back door through the kitchen into the living room in a big circle. It's the second time in her life she's ever peed inside. And so I will be cleaning the carpets or getting the carpets cleaned. Stinker people. So Penny, you also get this little keychain with mini hooks on it. I don't know the sizes. I think it's like 6.5, 5.5, 5, and a 4.5 or a 4, but I'm not sure. Those are just my guesses. You get the stitch markers and the clips and the container because it's fun. You get a set of the wooden DPNs in a 2.25. A lovely bright yellow tag to help you with your project bags. The body balm. And yes, this year I think we're going to move to some of her scented items. Although a number of people requested early on unscented, now people are requesting scented. So we're going to mix it up. And here is a skein of Republic of Wool yarn. They recommend a hand wash, lay flat to dry. And what I understand online from reading some of the stuff is because of potential bleed in that first wash. It's twist fingering. It's called Floozy. It's an 80/20 merino nylon. It's quite soft to begin with. You know, here's the deal, people. A lot of the indie dyed stuff, people are like, that's what you want because it's so soft. No, you can still get some of the cheaper things. The skein cost between Irene's and this one, that skein was $13 to $16. This skein was $26 to $28. But I buy things on sale, people. I couldn't afford to do this if I didn't. And D-stashes, because I've gotten some things like this on D-stash for $10 a skein. This is softer, but that other stuff, once you wash it the first time and block it, it softens up, it blooms immensely. This isn't going to bloom as much. It's not going to change as much. And this is simply a cranked tube. I tried it at a few different gauges to see if it would self-stripe. It didn't, so I went ahead and went with the pooling effect. And you have to understand, this is a long skein. So you could certainly finish it off and make it a scarf. You can split it up and do socks or gloves or whatever. Or simply unravel it and use it.
Hey, Mom.
So Penny, please do. Go put on those pants, please. Are you supposed to be climbing around? Prudence.
This scared me.
Meg, this did not scare you. Get down, stop climbing, and please go put on your pants.
I want to have a little cold this time.
You want cold this time? Okay, that's fine, but you have to have pants on before Dad comes home. I'm talking on the podcast, okay? So
Over here.
that was my day. I'm so excited for all of the winners. And we've had a really long school break. I can't seem to focus for more than 12 seconds at a time. And it's just tough. So I'm doing a lot of little projects. I'm trying to figure out this whole slip stitch business. Is that what slip stitch is supposed to look like? Somebody comment and tell me. So I did this little pattern for another little turtleneck because I'm totally into gold right now. And this is what it looks on this side. I kind of like it better. So is that what slip stitch is supposed to look like? Somebody comment and tell me. I've been wearing this one around the house. And I slept in it last night. Will you let Magnus out? I've started this hat for my dad. It's basically a sock head of my own version. And so I'm about ready to fold it over and keep going on it because he's going to watch Connor, my old dad, when we take Prue to the dentist next week. So I'm trying to bang that out. I don't know that's going to happen. Have a wonderful new year, and I can't wait to talk about plans ahead soon and to hear all of yours. So comment on some of your plans ahead. Look with your heart first.